We are going to show you how to make a frozen lake using the new AK-interactive bicomponent resin. We will use a 10 by 8.5 cms piece of foam. The first step is to create a box with the suitable size to pour the resin into it and obtain the ice. We can use a piece of plastic card to make the base and the sides. Once the pieces of plastic card are ready, we can glue them using cyano glue, gel type. Once dry, we use AK-8012 liquid mask to seal all the gaps. Apply the liquid mask using a toothpick to avoid any leakage of resin. After a few minutes, the mask is dry and the mold ready to be used. We are going to use AK-8012 resin ice. It's advisable to mix 4 parts of resin with 1 part of hardener. We must make enough amount for our needs. We will first pour the resin in a suitable container. Then pour the corresponding amount of catalyst, hardener, according to the proportions indicated on the package. Remove the mix thoroughly, avoiding to make bubbles until the mix becomes completely transparent. Finally, pour the mix into the container. We can obtain a uniform layer about 3 or 4 mm thick. We must let it dry completely for 24 hours. Once the resin is completely dry, we can unmold with care the plate obtained, as we can damage it. We can sand the edges using a sanding disc and the mini drill. Once cut down, the entire surface must be polished using the disc and the polishing paste. Next, we have airbrushed a layer of blue and white over a completely smooth surface on which we will place the ice. Our goal is to add color and depth. An interesting splinter effect can also be obtained with the varnish included in the resin ice AK-8012 set. It can sometimes be good for representing frozen or frosted surfaces. Simply extend it with a brush on the obtained resin plate and let it dry. Once dry, this varnish produces a splintering effect. We will work on the face in which the varnish has not been applied to preserve the gloss and shine. One of the main characteristics of this resin is that it can be broken into pieces, if needed, with our fingers. This makes it ideal to represent cracked ice. To avoid chipping pieces when breaking the plate, simply stick a piece of adhesive tape or lining. Once the lining is glued, we will break the plate, taking care not to damage your fingers. This will allow us to use one or several pieces and even the whole plate into our groundwork. Once we have the plate cut on one side and the base painted on the other, we are going to glue everything with PVA glue. Dilute the PVA glue with water, apply it to each piece and fix them on the painted base. We must be careful when handling them with our fingers, as some edges may be sharp. Once we have all of them in place, we wait for the glue to dry to continue with our work. To change the appearance of the resin and make it look like ice, we are going to apply a whitewash using AK-2075. Apply it straight from the bottle, dilute it and blend it with AK-8012 thinner, especially around the cracks. Once we have finished and achieved a convincing look, let it dry to continue with the snow. We will use a few pieces of foam to add some slopes in which we will accumulate more snow. To simulate the snow we will use these three snow products, AK-8009, AK-8011 and AK-8010, and PVA glue diluted with water. The snow is made with a mix of equal parts of AK-8011 soft snow and AK-8009 hard snow that we place with the brush in the raised areas without worrying too much. Next we blend the surface with PVA glue diluted with 50% water. Finally, we made the powder snow by sprinkling AK-8010 micro balloons over the previous snow. We can blend the edges using water and a brush. Once the snow and micro balloons are dry we can achieve a very convincing result. Once the whole process is finished we just need to improve the look of the base. Use acrylic AK-178 black primer to carefully paint the signs, taking care not to stain the ground. Now we can call finished our small but convincing scene with cracked ice and snow. We hope you enjoyed this video and that it will help you with your models. We invite you to follow us on YouTube on the AK Interactive channel.